Today's D+9, and 25 years ago, a bunch of stuff went wrong. Um, it was a rough day in Korea, and had nothing to do with my MS, but it points out something significant uh, in the lives of someone dealing with the debilitating illness. Um, Fortunately, I keep a bunch of records. I've got a bunch of records from 25 years ago, all digital files. Uh, Looking through them, looking through at the dates, and we had a company grade Article 15 for one of our soldiers who got in trouble for drinking in the barracks. Stupid shit, but against regulations, and he got in trouble. And unfortunately, I had signed a chapter paperwork for a soldier um, for their prior infraction of theft, which basically chaptering them out of the army, which basically means that ends their army career. With probably ended up being a general discharge. On the aviation maintenance side, we had what was called a $1 million day. Not so much big deal these days, 2024, but in 1999, $1 million day for an aviation unit level maintenance troop to have to spend $1 million in one day is significant. We had 2 Apache transmissions, one complete turd sensor that sits on the front of the Apache helicopter, and a blade, one of the main rotor blades, as well as some other stuff. So having to sign off all on that, and then having to go explain to my commander as to why we're breaking all this shit, even though I didn't break it. No one broke it. It just happens. Things break all the time. But the value there, the lesson there in terms of my current situation is the fact that my troop was heavily involved in a lot of administrative and production things, as well as ongoing maintenance, ongoing training, ongoing preparations for our mission. All the while I was suffering through this MS issue. The reason we were able to do that was because I had an incredible array of support personnel. My first sergeant Stewart, Michael Stewart, really kept the troop running on an administrative basis. From the training, from the kind of guiding me in terms of some of the disciplinary measures, some of the more significant stuff, the overall maintenance of the troops and the housing and the healthcare and the feeding of them and all those issues. He really was a significant asset for me in terms of all those things. And then on the aviation maintenance side, my production control officer Jim Hardy was a significant asset in terms of kind of leading that coordination efforts, and then coming to me when it was something that was at the commander level, need to have my involvement, my approval, my sign off, etc. And his staff, his incredible array of support personnel within the production control office, and then all of the maintainers within my organization. It's just incredible how many people can go there and support someone, not necessarily doing anything medically for them, not necessarily fixing them, not necessarily making it so they feel better, kind of easing some of their concerns, but helping them do their job, and helping them by making things easier when it's going to be rough for them to complete some basic tasks. During this time, it was really rough for me to complete some basic tasks, and without all those incredible personnel, without that really 130, 140 some odd individuals in the troop at that time. Without them, all those soldiers, contract civilians who were assigned to me, Korean augmentees who were assigned to my troop. Um, Without all those people, I wouldn't be able to function in a normal capacity, and that's the only thing that got me through this dark time with the onset of multiple sclerosis, was having some semblance of a normal life, some semblance of a path forward. I didn't know what was going to happen. Didn't know that everything was going to transpire the way it did. But I knew that there were people there who had my back, who were getting me through those days and getting me ready to deal with my own stuff, my own issues. They didn't know what was wrong with me. It didn't matter. So if you know someone who's going through something, if you know someone who's going through challenges, whether it's a significant medical issue, some sort of personal, emotional thing, some sort of anything that's going to impact their daily life, if there's a way that you can help them, they may not mention it at the time, but oh man, what that does for that individual, what that did for me were things that I can no longer even contemplate how I would repay, let alone actually being able to do it. So let's help each other out. That's the big thing. Never stop, never quit.